Because these are the ones that were not live. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, they're organized differently. Live goes in a different spot than the ones that I uploaded. Stream Daddy. I should go back to that at some point. I'm gonna dress. Meow! Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, Kaichu got randomly a ton of people watching it. And I do not know why. Randomly, an airport for aliens currently run by dogs got a lot of views. Like, across the whole thing. What the heck? Random. Kaichu and an airport for aliens currently run by dogs were apparently very popular. It's funny, Romancylvania was not. Probably you. Then part 6 randomly has a dozen views. Little Kitty Big City was huge. I should do more stuff like that, apparently. Look at that, part 5, 306 views? What the heck? Who's watching this? That's a 2.5-hour stream! Anyways, it's time now. Hi! We are playing. I have been messing with, outfit stuff, and we've been looking at old... While we were waiting for it to be streaming time, we were looking at old videos to see randomly which ones got lots of views, and it's kind of funny. Camp Spooky! I can go into my channel and look up the statistics, yes. I know, and I don't know why I'm so quiet. I don't know how to fix that because I have it turned up as much as I can. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Alright, I was Bob the Blob last time, so I can be Electra. This tiny squiddy dude. The three-eyed Oni chick. Wait, excuse you. No, I'm looking at these. I can be the Pumpkin Girl or Zoe. I can be the Succubus. Or the random Unicorn Bro. Oh my goodness. Okay. Who should I pick? I want to be her. Modius. That, I can't. I have to change the name because Modius is the living suit of armor in suitor armor. I can't associate Modius with any other character. No. What's she from? She's from a game. Yes, apparently this is a character from a game. I think this is DLC that came in this game. I think this is DLC because we'll feminize the name because Modia. What game are you talking? Is she it? Wait a minute. You have a lot of games in your wish list. I know how to look. We're looking now. We have to. Now we're on a side quest to learn where Modius is from. I'm going into my customize. Modius is from Helltaker. Extra character packs available. Modius from Helltaker. And Zoe. All right, now we shall. Now we will play. Yes, monster porn. I'm a little hesitant about that. Maybe I'll be the pumpkin chick, actually. Or unicorn bro. I mean, I could be the Helltaker girl. She's adorable. Red! We'll leave red. Alright, what shall we... The smallest violin! Look at how teeny it is! Blade, Coral Comb, Sketchbook. The Sword of Ro-R, King of the Lions. Campfire Songbook! Yes! Let's go! Campfire song. That's an old one. Alright. I'm going to really try for either Aravi or Damien, because I haven't romanced them yet in this game. Joy. I think we failed at romancing Joy. We always fail at Calculester for some reason. We finally succeeded romancing Dahlia. Damien. And darling Milo. I love Milo. He's hilarious. Let's see. Alright, it all comes down to breaking the ice and causing a good first impression with the right person. Alright, besides finding love, what's your main goal at summer camp? To level up as a person. We're going for Aravi. Me too. I'm really hoping to increase my individual skill levels and interpersonal communication this summer. And maybe loot some boots of +1 self-esteem if I can find it. What are you looking at me for? The only thing I'm gonna increase this summer is the amount of bagels eaten. Bro. Well, Red, at least you and I are on the same page. We should work on leveling up our casual conversation stats together once we get to camp. Heck yeah! Off to a good start. Don't we have Helltaker?
We played it ages ago. Maybe you should play it on the stream.
I should play Helltaker. I don't remember Helltaker.
I had some trouble with it.
We played, you might have played it and I fell asleep. We did play Doki Doki Literature Club together. My husband and I played it. It was super funny. So now we'll randomly be like, just Monica. Let's start with the Spooky Manor. Oh my, we're playing strip poker and losing. While you're exploring the haunted manor, you hear a voice calling your name. It comes from under the bed. Two blood-red eyes stare at you from the inky darkness under the bed. A voice that sounds older than time whispers, "Do you want to gain some boldness, Red?" You say yes because you actually do want that. Okay, here you go. Whatever that thing is, it gives you +2 boldness. What a nice under-the-bed thing. Look at that! I got most boldness out of all of my stats. Wow, my charm and fun are so low. You're chilling in a spooky hallway, carving your initials into a wall that's probably actually flesh, when Aravi charges down the hall and purposefully rams into you. Hey, Red, it's me, Aravi. Hex is also here. Look, she's Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf. Sup? Listen, you gotta help me. I opened a haunted can of Dr. Pepper and now I'm cursed with invisibility. You give Hex a sidelong glance. They shrug and go back to knitting. Why is Hex knitting? First I was like, how is this a curse? Being invisible is great. Permanent sneak attack bonus, and I can rob tombs whenever I want. But it's actually kind of lonely. I need someone to help me break this curse, and you always seem down to help hot people like me with their problems. You're about to explain to Aravi that she's not actually invisible when Polly and Scott come walking down the hall laughing hysterically. Well, Scott comes walking down the hall. Polly floats towards you upside down, holding a spectral saxophone for some reason. Spaghetti! This is why Scott's my favorite character. How'd I do? Did I say it right this time? I don't know, Scott. What word were you trying to say? Pranked!
It's okay.
You did great, buddy. Spaghetti. You said spaghetti when you meant pranked. Oh, prank masters. Haha, Aravi, you got so pranked you weren't really invisible. We just convinced you that you were invisible using lying. That explains why my stealth bonus didn't increase. Well, at least I'm not actually invisible. Wait, we're pranking Aravi? I can help! Shaboom! What? Come on! Don't worry, it'll wear off in a few hours. In the meantime, just try to enjoy this hilarious prank. I just got finished talking about how being invisible makes me sad. I hate being sad! Wow. Well, Aravi seems to be in one of her stabbing moods. And that ain't good. Luckily, you know a super fun invisible activity that'll help her look on the bright side. Finally finding out what Dominique is saying about her behind her back, or joining Forbes' 30 invisible people under 30. No, find out what Dominique is saying about her behind her back. I'm always interested in what NPCs have to say. They've got all the best quest hooks. Ooh, we eavesdropping? Sick. I'll make us all invisible then. No, wait! If I'm invisible, how will I know which one is me? How do you normally know which one is you? I don't! You guys go ahead. I think Scott needs a walk. Have fun. Hex makes you see through, and the three of you head over to Dominique's cabin for some good old-fashioned privacy violation. Dominique is there, talking to himself as usual. He's so fluffy! Oh my. No, you can't have feelings for Aravi. Also, Dominique is a gender-neutral name, fun fact. I went to high school with a guy named Dominique. He was cool. I think he was on the football team, but he was a sweetheart. No, he didn't do sports, he did theater. My high school was interesting like that. Let's see. Don't you just get yourself together and tell Aravi how you really feel about her. I know you're nervous that she won't feel the same or that she'll stab you and then drop you in an acid pit, but she's just so wonderful. I'd let myself be stabbed 1,000 times and dropped into 1,000,000 acid pits if only some of my liquefied flesh could be near hers. Awkward. We are fleeing because that's gonna break invisibility. I had no idea Dominique felt that way. Probably because every time he got near me, I threatened to stab him and then throw him in an acid pit. It's just a reflex. But now that I know, I feel all kinds of feelings that my therapist says are good. You're an incredible matchmaker, Red. I can't thank you enough. No, you're supposed to be matching with me. To think, all this time I thought you had feelings for me, but really you just wanted to set me up with your good friend Dominique. That's so selfless. No! Alright, I'm off to go pay a visit to Dominique, and Aravi checks some notes she seems to have written on the palm of her hand. Not stab him. Pretty sure that's right. Goodbye, friend. No! Stab him! The heaviness is some gummy bears Hex stashed in there for later. Oh. What? How did... Hex put gummy bears in my heart. There are gummy bears inside of my heart. My husband is so unfazed by this. He's just like, whatever. Whatever, bro. Spin the bottle! A fun and zany scavenger hunt awaits you at the Camp Dome. Last night, the counselors stole your organs while you were asleep, and you have to solve the scavenger hunt clues to get them back. Isn't that fun? No? Too bad! Well then, I steal my hotter friend's organs and gain +10 evil from Dimitri's liver. Why is the liver where evil is stored? Somebody comment and tell me why the liver is where evil is stored. Go comment it then. Somebody else can comment. My husband thinks it's because that's where bad things are processed out of your body. You see Countess Mishra and Dahlia training together for the next Dome Games. They're both covered in blood and the ground is littered with disemboweled bodies. It's terrifying, but they both look extremely hot covered in blood. I mean, if you've played Baldur's Gate 3, you get it.
This is camp.
Hat! Hat outfits! Yee!
Fuck yeah.
My all-time favorite, the three-legged race, will crush the necks of our enemies at Camp Rival Camp with our in-sync stepping. Heck yeah! Countess Mishra grabs a rope to tie her leg to Dahlia's, but Dahlia blushes and shies away. Wow, Countess Mishra, I didn't realize that you wanted to get more serious. What are you talking about, you muscular juggernaut? Well, it seems like you're suggesting some kind of fusion. Call me old-fashioned, but I take fusion very seriously. It's the most erotic method of teamwork. Oh, I get it. Listen, Dahlia, you're totally right that fusion can be sexual, but it doesn't have to be. Yep, it's true. Just look at me and Countess Mishra. The bond between Curse and Cursed is technically a form of fusion, and we're totally platonic BFFs. Whoa, platonic fusion? That sounds awesome and powerful and emotionally nourishing. I know, right? Okay, we totally have to do this fusion. We're already unstoppable, but once we're fused, we'll be unstoppable. Aw, yeah, baby. Time for some platonic leg stuff. No, wait. Fusing can be very intense. We need to make sure our friendship is as strong as possible in our hearts and in our legs before we do this. That totally makes sense. My buddy Ralph fused with an acquaintance he didn't know that well. Long story short, the fusion went wrong and they accidentally switched buttholes. What? Alright, first up, friendship strengthening. And after that, platonic three-legged fusion. You're totally on board with this incredibly logical train of thought, but how will you strengthen Dahlia and Countess Mishra's friendship so they can fuse properly? Braid the most bad-A friendship bracelet ever. Arrange a casual yet platonic date for the girls' legs so they can get to know each other better. We don't have time for a date. Let's make the most bad-A friendship bracelet ever. Yeah! Creativity! You depart on a holy quest to forge the most powerful friendship bracelet of all time. You craft the bracelet in the fires of Mount Girth using ancient threads of unicorn mane. You strike it with your sacred crafting hammer until your hands are callous and bloodied. You also make sure to pick pretty colors, and you even sew in everyone's initials. Whoa, it's pretty dope, actually. It looks so powerful and enticing. Wait, are we sure this isn't cursed? Because I've been tricked before. Don't worry, Countess Mishra, this is no curse. I feel it in my warrior's soul. It's time to fuse platonically. Pizza cat, pizza cat. You loop the friendship bracelet onto Dahlia and Countess Mishra's ankles, completing the platonic fusion. The power of friendship is pumping through our veins. Our legs have become our leg. The three-legged race is only the beginning. With 3 legs, we can hold a camera with unparalleled levels of steadiness. We can finally play Mega Soccer. And pretend our third leg. I mean, I was thinking they were gonna dodge that one, but nope, they went with the third leg metaphor. You'll see it in a second, love. Dahlia, we can even handle the most terrifying test of interpersonal coordination. Sharing a plate of spaghetti! Wait a sec, you two could have shared spaghetti before you fused. We could have been doing that this whole time. But could we have eaten spaghetti with our legs tied together? Ha! That's a whole new level of intimacy. You watch Dahlia and Countess Mishra split a plate of spaghetti. Dahlia handles the knife and Countess Mishra handles the fork. You all completely forget about the race in your excitement to eat pasta together, but it's so adorable that you gain charm and boldness anyways. Heck yeah! We did it. We did a success. We got a successful answer. Alright. Suddenly, the breeze shifts, and you detect a scent on the wind. It's a potent combination of smells. String cheese, copper wires, and cursed medieval weaponry. That smell can only mean one thing. Most dishonorable Hex, Lord Hewlett Packard, and Countess Mishra are nearby. Oh my gosh, the mustache! The mustache, though! And they're in Victorian outfits at the same time. Yes. So you know how me, Countess Mishra, and Cal are gonna open a food truck once camp is over? Well, I want to sell Oreo explosions. It's my own recipe where you grind up Oreos into a fine powder and snort that powder. Do you love it or super love it? You warn most dishonorable Hex about trademark laws and suggest changing the name of the dish to Cookies and Cream Explosions. You also recommend they charge $400 for it. Heck yeah, I can't wait for all the gold I'm gonna mine from this food truck. No more grinding in the cave levels to catch high-value bugs for me. I also think it will be a financially reasonable investment, although I am most excited about the chance to work so closely with organic food material. Happy face! Heart with a mustache that makes it look even more like a butt. Now it's a less than 8 instead of a less than 3. Ah ha ha! Look at his mustache. I know. I'm really passionate about the process of digestion in general. I am so excited that people will literally consume calories that I help prepare. totes. As long as you're cooking everything with at least 3 different kinds of animal fat, I'm on board.
Excited for our food.
Wonderful. Now that we've got some menu items decided upon, perhaps we should discuss the brand of the food truck. I'm not an expert myself, but friend Milo did recently tell me that brands are entirely synonymous with relevancy, and any business without one is basically a bleeding corpse. Perhaps we should think of a brand? Yeah, we gotta figure out a brand for sure. How about we're the world's most violent food truck? We could mount a Gatling gun on top and make customers dodge the bullets. Grisly, but memorable. It's also probably a better idea than what I wrote down for a brand. Traveling vehicle with adequate food service capabilities. You guys are both thinking too small. We should get Red Bull to sponsor us. Then we can fry everything in Red Bull and use their corporate branding.
Level up, loser.
Screw that crap. Red Bull blows. Gatling gun food truck. I'm not backing down on this, Countess Mishra. I've cursed you once. I'll do it again. We're doing Red Bull. I believe that we should argue at a more reasonable volume level. Now his mustache is upside down. Wow, this isn't going anywhere. Looks like your friends need some help figuring out the perfect brand for their food truck. Hit them with your best content strategy. Always trust the data. My social media analysis reveals that the top 3 trendiest topics are pizza, Nutella, and cat videos. That's your brand. Or, food is overrated. Make the whole thing a potion bar. 1 life potion has more HP than 6 servings of food anyway.
Play of the game.
Wow. That idea is a game changer. Potions are the hottest loot. At this point, about 80% of my meals are just potions.
Here for it.
Heck yeah, I love it. A potion bar would be the perfect time for me to design some trendy, sexy mood lighting. Plus, ingesting potions does get me drunk, so win-win. Yes, personally, I am just relieved we found a brand idea that we can all agree on. Potion bar it is. By the way, is battery acid a potion that people can consume? Technically, yes. And you know what else is technically a potion? Melted butter mixed with vodka.
Power up.
Oh yeah, that's called a Russian penthouse tiger potion. It's actually really good to drink before fighting a poison-based enemy. Oh, and that reminds me, we should serve devil goblets. It's a potion made by boiling the stomachs of freshly slaughtered monsters. We could serve them with paper umbrellas. Gosh, I remember getting so screwed up on devil goblets when I turned 21. I had a defense buff going for weeks after. Countess Mishra, you seem to know more information about potions than the entire internet. You are so knowledgeable. She really is. Trust me, it's actually one of her most annoying qualities. But whatever we do, we have to sell my favorite warm stamina potion. That sounds like an appropriate menu item. What ingredients will we need to brew it? Can we expect a reasonable margin to cost ratio? Oh, it's easy. We just gotta get this certain kind of dark brown bean. Then you roast the bean, grind it up, and slowly pour hot water over the beans through a filter. Countess Mishra, isn't that just coffee? Like, you're describing a cup of coffee. Well, I guess it kinda is just coffee, but it's way more batty to call it a warm stamina potion.
You got
You know what? You're right. At our food truck, we'll refer to it only as warm stamina potion. Screw society. They gotta deal with it.
fuck yeah.
Heck yeah, Potion Bar Food Truck is officially the best idea in all of history. Kinda amazing that Red came up with it. So, thanks. Yes. Oh my. Countess Mishra is so pleased with you that she brews you one of her favorites, the mounting sexual tension with a main character potion. Hot. Oh my. Do you give that to all of your
Let's do
sidekicks?
it by the book.
Boop-a-doop-a-doop, to the lake. Oh no, I'm getting splooshed. No. While looking around the lake for a private place to take a pee, we find a treasure map buried in the sand. There's a mummy throwing a ball in the water. Why are you in the water, sir? You're getting damp. Hope in case of a very boring day. +2 fun! Woo! My fun is at 4 now instead of 3. Heck yeah. Oh no. We've got Victorian, cat, and fairy tale themed outfits. Those are the 3 that I have going right now. You spot Countess Mishra, Dahlia, and Calculester, but none of them are making out with you. This is an emergency. I mean, we could make out with Hex, right? That would count. Supra, these nerds are all getting ready to raid a water dungeon together, and I'm using it as inspiration for my slam poetry. Yeah, normally I'd just solo it, but I hate water levels. As they say, teamwork makes the dream work. I am unable to dream, so teamwork is the best I can hope for. Calculester slips on his waterproof case. It's oddly sensual. I'm so excited to crush some monsters between my muscular thighs and inspire my allies with song. Introducing Dahlia Aquino the Bardbarian. She would be a barbarian. I will be coming along as the party accountant. The IRS has very strict reporting guidelines for dungeoneering income.
Ooh, yeah.
And I'm gonna cause a bunch of problems. Can't have a dungeon without problems. Yeah, that's true. Be the problem, Hex. Not since I got saddled with you, at least. Alright, let's get in there before my buffs wear off. My buff never wears off. I'm so excited, I may even have to get naked at some point for tactical reasons. Treasure, adventure, tactical nudity. You've got to be part of this adventuring party. But they've already got such a strong crew. What role could you possibly fill in this water dungeon? Chief Puzzle Officer? What's a dungeon without a dominatrix? Or should I be the Chief Puzzle Officer? Oh no, buffer! That was random. It buffered on your end. Anyways. Dungeon Dominatrix or the Chief Puzzle Officer? This is a hard one. That's definitely more bold, but is it going to get us through the dungeon? A CPO! I love acronyms. You must be a powerful warrior indeed to have such a title. I love it.
Seen any loot around here?
And I hate doing puzzles, so you're in. But don't you dare try to split any of my loot. Greed before need. You know she just gave herself that title, right? You could do that! We should all do that! Yep. Very well, I am the Chief Financial Officer. Because of my aforementioned accounting expertise, I assume the rest of you will choose equally reasonable titles. Darn right we will. I obviously choose the CEO, unless someone else thinks they're better at executions than me. Me probably, but I won't fight you on that one because I'm the Chief Friendship Officer! Oh dear, our titles share an acronym. Would you consider altering yours so as to avoid confusion? Yes, because that is what friendship is all about. Aw, heck, I want a title too. Okay, I'm the CTO. What does that stand for? Chief Travis Officer. This is Travis, he has to do what I say. Most dishonorable Hex gestures towards a white guy in his early 20s. Hey guys, says Travis. I am so grateful for this professional opportunity. And also, most dishonorable Hex said if I didn't do it, they'd eat my happiness. Great, let's go screw up some mobs. Armed with your fancy new titles, you venture into the dungeon. All the monsters decline to fight you, explaining that they don't want to upset the chain of command. Countess Mishra takes advantage of this by stabbing them all anyway and stealing their stuff. Score! Thanks to your sweet new titles, you're really able to adventure like bosses. Travis dies horribly, and you gain 2 boldness and 1 charm. They all die horribly. That's great. We're getting this right. Let's go. Woods! To the woods! Hello! Aw, lovebirds! Love, we found a pair of lovebirds in the woods! They're cuddling, and they have eggs. That day in the woods, you find a mysterious portal to an unknown dimension. Whoa! You're not so stupid that you jump into it yourself this time, so you decide to tie a chipmunk to a string and throw it in there. You pull the chipmunk back expecting it to be dead or at least warped by the interdimensional travel, but it turns out whatever is on the other side of that portal taught the chipmunk calculus and some very cogent arguments about gender identity. Am I gonna get smarts? You and the chipmunk have a long, insightful conversation and he helps you with your summer school homework. You gain 2 smarts. Heck yeah. Later you join Lady Aquino of Hell, Aravi, and Hex for a high-stakes round of bird watching. High-stakes bird watching. Yes! Is there anything more thrilling than 2 gals and their accursed pal sitting quietly and waiting patiently for a bird to land on the ground in front of them? Actually, I can think of several things more exciting than this. I'm just here to loot some feathers for my brightly plumed enemies collection and complete my pigeon decks. Lighten up, Ravi. Birdwatching is the best. And in the 6 hours since I discovered it, I've basically become an expert. I too am fully committed. I even bought a book for this, and according to to Naughty Pete's Guide for Avian Voyeurs, the best bird to watch of them all is the bush tit. The what? Are you sure you didn't pick up a porno mag by accident? Yeah, it really is called the bush tit. There's a whole family of tits. I think it's because of the cheeping sound they make. It goes tit, tit, tit. No, why would you even imply that? Not to be confused with the mammalian breast. The bush tit is a soft, diminutive creature that I could easily crush with my bare tits. But I chose not to, because its puffiness pleases me. How does Naughty Pete say we should find the bird? Oh, Naughty Pete doesn't really dabble in the whole method of bird watching. Once he identifies the birds, it devolves into more of a hardcore erotica thing. But that's where Hex comes in. You're an expert on this, right? Point me in the direction of the titty.
Snacks.
Well, the first step to any adventure is to eat a snack. Oh, okay. I guess I can eat this raw steak I was saving for later. What's step 2? What do you mean? I never said this was a multi-step program. You have no idea how to birdwatch, do you?
Huh?
What kind of a question is that? You look at birds. Occasionally I put my own spin on it by watching Big Brother in between watching birds. It isn't rocket science. Well, that's not good enough for me. RV, you're better at this whole strategy stuff than I am. How would you summon an enemy from hiding? Well, besides just slaughtering the entire ecosystem it's hiding in to save time, I might try luring it out with some food, or by mimicking the screams of its family, or... Wait, that's it! We'll just mimic the bush tit's cry. What sort of bird call could we mimic that would lure the foe from hiding? Do you have any ideas, Red? Red's got ideas, all right. Are they good ideas? Probably not. Don't just attract the birds, snare it with bird trap music, or use the one call no bird can resist, a booty call. Alright, how horribly wrong can we get this to go? Snare it with trap music or booty call? Love? What do you think? Bird trap. No! That was a bad idea. Good thing you brought your clubbing survival kit. You pull out your Bluetooth speaker and start blasting electronica. I had a feeling the booty call was going to be the wrong answer. Okay, I know I don't usually jack about crap, but I can tell you from my DJing days that you're not playing bird trap music, you're playing bird house music. That's no big deal. Birds love birdhouses, right? This'll still lure them out of hiding. Wait, I see your point. House music isn't going to attract the right kinds of birds. Turn that crap off, Red, before it's too late! Why can no one ever say before it's too late, before it's already too late? No sooner has Aravi spoken than the woods are filled with sleazy raver birds. Everywhere you look, you see robins and crows wearing huge sunglasses and orange camo pants, offering to sell you adulterated ecstasy and dancing up on your friends uninvited. Okay, just because I wanted to see a bush tit didn't mean I wanted to get motorboated by one. Ew. Leave it to Red to make bird watching weird. We would have been better off with Naughty Pete. Enjoy your grind train, Red. I'm out of here. They leave you to die of unwanted boneritis with the birds. You're stuck spending the rest of the afternoon parrying bird dicks and listening to their boring LSD stories. Gross. And when you finally do manage to slip away, those effers steal your Bluetooth speaker. I lose one Beats pill? Beats pill or beat spill? I do not know. One Beats pill plus -2 boldness and -1 creativity. I seem to only get every other one right with this.
The time has come, and so have I.
I very well might. That's why these can get played endlessly. Hey! Esquire Belladonna. My love. You wander over to the campfire, hoping to peer pressure someone into making you a s'more when you find Esquire Belladonna, Countess Mishra, and most dishonorable Hex. They're all gathered around with notebooks. Hey, Red, check it out. We're doing poetry. It's like normal sentences, but deep. Exactly, most dishonorable Hex. As a reaper with the finest taste in the living arts, of course I'm a poetry stan. In my infinite compassion, I thought that poetry could be a nice exercise for Countess Mishra to connect with her feelings and embrace the now with a little more joy. Grr, rar, arg! As opposed to her usual blind rage. Come on, Aravi. Poetry's tight. I mean, usually I express myself through the flavor of Pringles I'm eating, but Milo's shown me I can also express those feelings with words. That's wonderful, Hex. You see, Aravi, dear, there's poems for everyone. Like, epics are poems too. An epic sounds right up your alley, doesn't it? I just don't really get it. I mean, my grandmother used to read me the Mahabharata when I was a kid. That one was cool and it might count as an epic, I guess. And I'm trying to put my feelings into this poem, but the only feeling I have is a deep desire to win. You have a desire to win? What do you want to win? The battle against your own vulnerability? No, you doof. I want to win the poetry, obviously. Aravi, this is not a competition. Poetry is the opposite of competitive. You're insulting Sylvia Plath by implying otherwise. As usual, Milo's just lying to my face so they can get an advantage in this poetry battle. Nice try, Milo! That trick won't work on me. Besides, I've told you this over and over. Everything is a competition. Everything? What about, I don't know, sleeping? Yes, it is. It's a competition for who can get the most of it. Or you can do a challenge run to see who can survive on the least sleep possible. Ugh, well, what about yoga? A competition for who is the most bendy and sweaty, duh! Wait, you guys, listen to this poem I just wrote. Bagels. They used to be everywhere, but now they are inside me. It's a metaphor for consumerism. Milo's getting frustrated with Aravi's lack of vulnerability, and Aravi's about to physically fight Milo. Intervene before someone's feelings get hurt. Ooh, slam poetry, or if you haven't even been writing poems, these are just walkthrough guides. If anyone here is a winner, it isn't you. Ouch. Slam poetry. It's poetry you can turn into a blunt weapon to beat your opponents with. Whoever can club an enemy to death with their poem is the winner. Whoa, did you just say blunt weapons? I specialize in blunt weaponry. No, Red. Slam poetry is a form of poetry reading that rewards the most ham-fisted performance possible. It's too late. Aravi is no longer listening. She's rolled up her poems like a newspaper and she's using them to beat the crap out of a pair of nearby goblins. Those goblins were clearly just taking a union-approved smoke break from their normal gig of being dungeon monsters, but Aravi doesn't listen when they insist they're off duty. Even though the goblins are screaming in pain, they do seem to like Countess Mishra's poetry. If we're gonna die, at least we were beaten to death by such beautiful words. Ah, sick. Check out the loot I got from these dead goblins. 2 whole packs of cigarettes. Nice. Do you even smoke? Heck no, but I can craft, I guess a cigarette helmet. Is that a thing? Well, I'm scandalized by this violence, but do you feel a bit better now, Aravi? Yeah, it kind of felt good to let it all out like that. Maybe poetry really is a good outlet for anger and other bad feelings and stuff. I finally understand poetry. It truly is a beautiful art. I'm so happy we're finally on the same stanza. Yes, a beautiful art, just like Taekwondo or Jiu-Jitsu or cutting someone's head off with a longsword. You know what, Milo? I think I'll definitely be writing more poetry in the future, especially if I run into any more low-level creatures. Aw, that's adorable! I'm so happy I could help. And also, I was right from the beginning and I knew it. Psst, Fred, you know that teaching her to beat people with poems just to gain her affection is super irresponsible, right? And being irresponsible is what I'm all about. Fist bump! Heck yeah. Everybody's happy, except those goblins who are near death. But you didn't come here to bang a goblin. Not in this game. I'm sure there's games for that. Unless there's some sort of super secret ending for that, in which case, your game. I mean, secret endings. Bring out your gals. Bring out your booze. Your glass. There we go. It's Juan. He knows a thing or two about getting wasted, you know. Bueno, look who's here. I was just experimenting with these drinks here. I was about to throw them away, but I have a feeling you're reckless enough to give them a try, right? What about this one? What is it? Tequila Moonrise. Quite appealing, right? Don't know if I'd drink that, but the real question is, will you? Or there's the mystery box. I think I'm gonna try the Tequila Moonrise. Yeah, no, totally. I was testing your common sense. And you passed! Your prize is the drink you chose. Trying to do small cat voice and Latino voice at the same time is really difficult. I call this one Tequila Moonrise. What a powerful, invigorating drink. I'm just trying to channel my inner Zorro. I gave it that name because when you drink it, you can feel all your stats rising. Yay! All my stats went up! This is the part where I leave before you puke all over me. Ciao. Yay! Now where to? We haven't done any scout stuff. Ooh. Tracking a package. Is it my package? No, is it stuck?
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's stuck in the ocean. That day in Monster Scouts, you learned to identify different berries. I'm not sure how this mad science Breaking Bad stuff is helping me identify berries. You all search for berries and try to identify them. A blackberry, a blueberry. But Rachel, the deer person, finds a very weirdly shaped berry no one can identify. You all stare at it for hours. It's closer to abstract art than a berry somehow. It's a true think piece. It forces you to reflect on berry inequality, and although there are no easy answers to the questions it poses, you all gain +2 creativity from the experience. Did nobody try and eat it? Somebody should have tried to eat it. Where's a stupid person to eat it? After that, you head to the lake with Most Dishonorable Hex and Countess Mishra. Countess Mishra is testing out her new Zora armor, and you're helping Most Dishonorable Hex chug as much lake water as possible. This is so awesome, you guys. I can breathe underwater and do a whirlpool attack. Gosh, I'm so glad I spent 200 million rupees on these greaves. Glug, 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 hack, cough, cough, glub, glub, glug. Sorry, my mouth was full of lake water. I was trying to say, heck yeah, this is fun as heck. Lake time with Red. Classic vibes. Suddenly, y'all hear a weird voice calling out to you from across the lake. Hail, adventurers! Heed my message! You look over and see a messenger emerging from the trees. He's holding a leather scroll and he looks super stressed out. That messenger looks familiar. I swear I recognize him. Maybe someone I cursed in the past? Adventurer, Aravi. Adventurer, Most Dishonorable Hex. Adventurer, Red. I have searched for many moons to deliver. He's dying. Yeah, you got an important message for us. Life or death, blah, blah, blah. We know the deal. Give me the scroll, noob. We give her the scroll, but right afterwards he collapses to the ground. He appears to be dead! Gasp! Shh. Should have had a stamina potion, am I right? Anyway, looks like the scroll says, venture to the northern wood. Bring this scroll. The Ring of Sustenance awaits you. You guys, this scroll has main quest energy. It's kind of weird, but I bet this is an invitation to a dope dungeon. Ooh, I can smell the loot already. Holy crap, hold everything. I just realized why I recognize this messenger. He's an actor. I saw him on TV in a commercial for that new bagel place that's opening up around here. Then if he's an actor, that can only mean the Ring of Sustenance is the new bagel store. Countess Mishra, that scroll is a dope guerrilla marketing advertisement. Yes! No, it's definitely a dungeon invite. Not everything is about bagels, Hex. And the Ring of Sustenance is a super dumb name for a bagel store. Psh, not everything is about mother effing dungeons, little Miss Dungeon-liker. You know what? Hex, I do like dungeons, and I'm not ashamed of it, you green fart cloud! Huff my shorts, you lose your butt tsundere RPG, nasty smelling, full inventory, Koopa Troopa looking. Wow! Oh, that's what got you cackling, huh? Koopa Troopas! Oh, heck yeah, you've been waiting for Hex and Aravi to have an argument so you could support one of them in a heroic gesture of romantic friendship. Pick a side! I just found that messenger's IMDb page. His name is Todd Zombiehead. He's defo an actor. And that was pretty great. Aravi's right. That's no actor, and I can prove it by hurling his corpse into the sea. Red, I think that messenger's an actor, so I don't think he's actually dead. Probably wouldn't be super chill to throw. Heck yeah, let's hurl his corpse into the sea! And she is very psyched about our corpse hurling idea. We three drag the corpse to a nearby cliff overlooking a majestic stormy ocean. Dang, those are some big waves. Kinda makes you think about how small and insignificant we all are. Am I right? Psych! This ocean can eat my butt. Shut up, Hex. Okay, Red, time to hurl. We do a classic dead or alive test. We toss it in, and if it floats, it was a corpse. And if it doesn't float, then we get all the experience points for killing the messenger. It's a win-win. I can't believe I have to put down my pizza roll blasted goldfish and be the voice of reason here. I hate being the voice of reason. It's not a vibe. But holy crap, this makes 0 sense, RV. We got totally distracted. Even if you prove this guy is actually dead, that doesn't help us figure out the scrolls. Oh my gosh, just let me throw this corpse into the ocean! I know it doesn't help us that much, but I really want to toss him. I haven't thrown a body off a cliff in like 2 whole months. You know what? Do it. Yeet that man back to Mother Ocean. Yes! Okay, Red, here we go. 3, 2, 1, hurl! We throw the messenger into the ocean. His body hits the water and makes a huge splash. You all have a big laugh about it and high-five each other. See? This totally proves my point. Throwing corpses into the sea kicks butt. I still think I'm right about the bagel shop, but I'll admit that splash was dope. Now let's blindly follow this scroll to the northern woods. Heck yeah, and you're coming too, Red. I'm officially making you our third party member for this quest. I know you're only level 3, but don't worry. I'll keep you safe while we're in the dungeon. Just stay close to me, okay? Aww! RV's letting me come along!
Let's engage in proper camp activity.
To the woods! Oops. We study the tree's bark and moss patterns to solve our way out. By reading one tree's bark, you realize which direction north is. By reading another tree's bark, you learn the exact age of the tree, 73 years old. By reading yet another tree's bark, you learn the tree likes Irish poetry and believes Buffy and Spike were the ultimate shift on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Whoa, so much useless knowledge. You gain +2 smarts. Heck yeah. A few hours later, you're out adventuring with Aravi and Hex. Y'all follow the scroll. I love how it says y'all now. Y'all followed the scroll from that messenger, and now you're deep in the northern woods. You've already found several environmental puzzles, and a few cryptic clues. With each solved puzzle, you draw closer to the secret location of the Ring of Sustenance. Strangely, all of the puzzles and clues so far have been vaguely bagel-themed. Whoa, once I rearranged these glowing stones to spell locks, a scroll appeared. Dang, this is some dope Gorilla Bagel Shop marketing. This promo slaps. For the last time, Hex, these clues are leading us to a dungeon, not a fricking bagel store. It's so obvious. Ugh! You'll see when we get there. What does the scroll say? Shh, whatevs, bagel hater. The scroll says you near the end of your quest, triumphant adventurers. Walk 2 miles to the north. The ring awaits you there. Whoa. Finally, we've solved these annoying intro puzzles, and now we get to dive headfirst into some sweet, sweet dunge. Gosh, I hope it's multi-leveled with a super complicated layout. Totes, but just in case it ends up being a bagel shop, I should prep first. I gotta make sure my patented cream cheese utility belt is full of maximum flavors. Gross. But also, yeah, we should get ready. I should head back to my stash and optimize my inventory. I'm all short-range high damage right now, if you know what I mean. RV puts a bag over your head and leads you to her nearest fully stocked weapon stash. She starts reviewing her inventory. Okay, just gotta pack enough for a full dungeon run. Let's go with 20 green potions for healing and 20 red potions for mana, and 400 apples in case I need a quick +5 health. And I'll need all 128 different types of crafting materials. Dungeons are unpredictable. You never know when a mini-boss is going to be weak against Iridium Core. And then I have my weapons, obvi. As of now, I've got 8 swords and 14 crossbows equipped, each with a slightly different attack and range stat. Those are all 100% necessary. Dang, RV. Hoarders, my hoarding addiction called. They want their absurd collection of useless crap back. Okay, I have one last inventory spot open. Ooh, I know. I'll take the Axe of Golden Demise. I looted it off a Lightning Warlock mini-boss last week. Screw that, RV. You know we share inventory space, and I need that slot. I'm planning to get covered in schmear, so I've got to take my package of 200 paper napkins. napkins? They're a complete waste of inventory space. We're going to be fighting to survive in that dungeon, okay? I don't have time for your snack food nonsense. Dude, you take up like 99% of the inventory space. Can't you give me one slot? Where did you learn how to share? The toilet school? Aravi and Hex are fighting again. But luckily for them, you're an expert at conflict resolution. What's the best use for Aravi's last precious inventory slot? There we go. Yeah. The napkins being tiny shields is garbage, but the Axe of Golden Demise isn't for slaughtering enemies, it's for slaughtering bagels by chopping them perfectly in half. Shh, bullcrap, Red. You're making up a dumb lie to trick me and impress Aravi. I'm not gonna fall for it like all the other idiots around here. No, she is right. The Axe of Golden Demise is the pinnacle of bread-slicing weaponry. I'll prove it. Aravi equips the Axe of Golden Demise as her default weapon. She now has immunity against lightning-based attacks. Alright, I'm ready. Now we just need a test bagel. Hex, got one on you? You know I do, mofo. Hex summons a bagel out of thin air. It's impressive, but also unsettling. Where the heck did that bagel come from? Was it in their pocket? Or is this one of Hex's supernatural abilities? Can they summon bagels? I'm the narrator and even I don't know. Throw the bagel at me as hard as you can. I'll show you the true power of the Axe of Golden Demise. Believe it! No! Why? Date bayo! Whatevs. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Bagel yeet! The bagel flies through the air and Aravi slices through it perfectly. The Axe of Golden Demise shimmers as its legendary blade parts the bread in twain. Aravi's technique was so flawless that she somehow toasted the bagel. One slice lands in Hex's hand and the other lands in your hand. Mmm, toasty. I mean, it's a lightning axe. Of course it's gonna toast the bagels. Oh my gosh, I was so wrong. This thing is awesome. Screw the napkins. This unbelievably sharp murder weapon is the ultimate bagel-eating accessory. Yep. Didn't you read the flavor text? The axe was crafted by a legendary blacksmith who was made out of bread. Right, Red? Thanks. I really wanted to test out this bad boy. When we get to the dungeon, I'll slaughter a goblin in your honor. Aw, thanks! Once again, your conflict resolution skills have saved the day. Now prepare yourself. The Ring of Sustenance awaits. Nighttime! Ooh, we're sitting over here again. You follow a trail of empty wine bottles leading to a log. Mademoiselle Jojima. Mademoiselle Jojojo and Aravi are sitting there acting like two people who have drank multiple bottles of wine. No! Okay, wait. I'm gonna go with truth. Oh my gosh. Cat. Neko. Victorian. Yeah. Okay, we're getting to the deep part of the night. I'm gonna need more wine for this. Have you seen my wine?
Booty calls.
Found it! Okay, here's one. What's like your biggest sexual fantasy?
Sick.
Oh, snap. Joy out here with the fun questions. I knew there was a reason I liked drinking with you, girl. Okay, I'm gonna like whisper it in your ear, but you can't tell anyone, not even Hex. She's too drunk to remember I can hear her thoughts. Wow, you do not even want to know how much orc blood is involved in Ravi's fantasies.
Impressive.
Whoa, oh my gosh, Aravi, you're such a freak, ha 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 ha. Joy playfully shoves Aravi, Aravi shoves her back, and within minutes they're giggling tipsy piles on the dirt behind the log.
Oh.
Wow, okay, wow, was everything always so spinny? Holy crap, when did we get on the ground? Who knows? Oh heck, it's my turn, isn't it? Oh man, I should pick Dare. I'm like psyched to do a Dare right now. Probably because I'm friggin' boss babe. What? But I told you such a big secret! You totally owe me a good truth. Oh, crap. Okay, wait. Red, that's you right. What should I pick? Truth or Dare? Wait, isn't Joy the one who gets to pick Truth or Dare since it's her turn? No, that makes no sense. Like, Red is always the one choosing between two options and crap around here, right? Yeah, this is for sure definitely how Truth or Dare is always played. So, which one should I pick, Red? Truth. Yes, thank you, Red. I like hate talking about my feelings for some reason, so it's nice to put Joy on the spot for once. All right, fine. What's my truth? Okay, what scares you most in the world? Oh, wow. You know, like, for example, if you're a spiders or the fear that none of your friends actually like you and everything you do is all just a facade. Whoa, Ravi, are you, like, good? Well, sometimes I do feel afraid. I have, like, this whole world to save all the time. I would actually say that you have saved the world a lot. Like, more than is actually necessary. It's kind of something I've wanted to point out for a while. But I wouldn't be able to save it if I did it all alone. I've got my girls, Hope and Faith. And I've got my wine night gang now.
Just count to 10.
Yeah, but working with others is hard? Wouldn't it just be easier to, like, stab your fears in the face until they go away? Believe me, girl, you'll be better off talking things out with your friends, especially with, like, lots of wine. Crap, where's my wine again?
I mean, I guess
Wow,
you were pretty great.
That's deep. You're a real one, Joy. Thanks for talking me through this. And you too, Red. Hey, and me, what about me? I'm the one who talked you into getting plastered tonight, which should count for something. Joy never did answer the question, but then again, Truth or Dare isn't really about truthing and daring. It's about creating an unforgettable night with your friends. At least until tomorrow when you realize you were blacked out and you totally forgot what happened. But still, it's the feelings that matter. Well then. I would always truth and never dare because I did not trust certain friends. Truth or Dare is a romance and secrets game. While you're hiking through the woods, you find a little clearing with a beautiful blue pond. There's a very handsome man. Oh, it's Narcissus. I steal his wallet, and I get his free smart water, and it gives me smarts. You spend the next couple of hours having miserable luck helping Damien, Aravi, and Hex, and Calculester catch the elusive wildfire that Damien's read so much about. But it's okay, because these past few hours of staking out the same spot have allowed you lots of free time to be near, talk with, and take secret sniffs of your sexy friends. Nothing could possibly ruin the intimate, romantic sanctity of this moment. Hit! Hit! Hee! That derpy cat. Guys, I kinda need to poop. And you feel the need to share that with the class. Why? Because I need advice. I don't know what to do about it. Unfortunately, I am ill-equipped to give advice on how to defecate. Because, you see, I am not an organic life form, and therefore... Yeah, the machine can't crap. What else is new? Normally, when I'm on a stakeout, I just craft my poop into something less disgusting like a hand axe. Or I dig a hole and do my business. What, like in front of everybody? No way. It's the outdoors, princess. I promise there have been way prettier people that have taken dumps out here than you. I'm not gonna let you guys compare my dump to other hot people's dumps. That's way too much pressure. Hex, any ideas? Well, normally I just poop nightmares into Aravi's dreams. Have you tried that? You what? Is this why I only get night terrors when you eat Taco Bell? None of this is helping me. And if I don't crap right now, I'm gonna get really irritating. Input, snarky expression of surprise that you could possibly get more irritating. Clearly Damien isn't shy about pooping in the wilderness. This is all a new... is shy, excuse me. This is all a new experience for him. Can you ease his mind so he can crap as the bears do? This is not just the wood. This is not the woods. It's just a designer bathroom of a very expensive modern restaurant. Or convince him to imagine that he's not pooping, but doing something far more beautiful, such as giving birth? Alright, should I tell him it's a fancy restaurant or that he's giving birth? Oh, this is a tough one. We can take a moment to... Oh my gosh, he has a cat-shaped watch. This cat mod is the best. Unhinged does tend to give better answers. So charming! I don't know. Usually demons give birth by vomiting an egg through their mouth. So if I was going to give birth, it'd be a lot different than the more mammalian approach you're asking me to imagine while I poop. But don't you think that makes it all the more beautiful? You'll be getting to experience something through imagination that you could never do in real life. Like me when I think about what it would be like to play soccer. Friend Hex is right. I run simulations of what it must be like to partake in such organic opportunities as defecating or procreating all the time. You have the privilege of running both simulations at once. I envy the size of your processors, friend Damien. Is that an innuendo? Because flattery will get you everywhere. Could you just take the gosh dang dump already? Damien assumes the position. He pulls down his pants and starts pooping. Everyone watches with bated breath. Yes, it's weird. But it's even weirder how touching it actually ends up being. Damien gets, like, completely into the role. I can't believe I get to be a father. I have so many memories to make with my son. So much wisdom to impart. So many fires to light together. Now light the poop on fire. He holds your hand for emotional support. Everyone is crying. Calculester is crying electricity, which is hecka dangerous, but so is fatherhood. After an emotionally exhausting half hour, Damien wipes his eyes and his butt, luckily not with the same leaf. That would be so bad. Don't wipe your butt with the Don't wipe your face with the same leaf you just wiped your butt with, please. Well, I'm happy you got over yourself. I'm definitely not moved by the beauty of family or anything. And I'm not going to journal about my brother later, so don't ask. I thought it was beautiful, my friend. May I preserve a sample of your creation so that I can study it in my quest to understand the foundations of life? Sure, buddy. I feel so alive. I can't wait to relive this experience the next time I take a poop. Thanks for being there for me during the whole ordeal, Red. I appreciate the emotional support. Yeah, who knew having Red around while you were pooping would be so spiritually fulfilling? Well, it's not the impression you expected to leave on your friends today, but beggars can't be choosers. You what learn? You get 1 weird life lesson and 2 charm and 1 smart. Who's this charming? I have never been able to pee in the woods, by the way. I can't. I just cannot pee in the woods. I've been in situations where I really needed to and I couldn't do it. Bunch of delicious edible mushrooms. Well, you think they're edible anyway. I mean, you ate them. On a completely unrelated note, you also meet an ancient all-powerful god who's timelessly intelligent and also really into vaporwave for some reason. Look, I found your kind of fake deity, Nick. They're really into vaporwave. You gain +2 smarts from your dope conversation with the vaporwave god. My husband is into vaporwave. He's very into synthwave in general. Look, Rapunzel, Milo. Fairy tale, fairy tale. And Lord Hewlett Packard. The sky is clear, the birds are singing, and you, a robot, a cursed monster slayer, and a death-bringing reaper are merrily skipping through the woods hunting a leprechaun. So what's the deal with killing this leprechaun? How many experience points am I going to get? Do I get a sneak bonus if I attack from behind? Error. Due to the 6th mass extinction, the slaying of leprechauns is inadvisable. They are considered endangered by the United Monsters Nations.
Oh, not another gift.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in working today. I figured we'd grab him, get some sweet pics for the gram, stick a pot of gold emoji on there, and then release him and call it a day. Speaking of the gram, this is one of the only spots in the woods I haven't posted a pic of yet. Hop in, everyone. It's selfie time. You gather around for a cute pic full of ironic duck face, dabbing, and bunny ears. Lit. Uploading, 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 uploading. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I am using hate idiomatically here because technically I feel nothing, but there appears to be no reception here. What? Oh, that's such bullcrap. With no connectivity, my party has lost their buffs. Totally non-optimal. My memories are unable to back up, and with no internet access, I am unable to continuously learn and download updated information to correct any mistakes. What if I become racist? What if I connect to the internet and hashtag Lord Hewlett Packard is over is trending because I have become problematic?
My phone.
You're worried? If I don't post in the next 5 minutes, all my followers will think I've died. I won't even be online to reap the pity likes. Hey, chill out, guys. Being online isn't everything. Let's just hang tight and order a pizza. Oh, no, we can't. We have no service. Oh, crap. Where am I going to get pizza? We need the internet stat. Yikes. Seems like your friends are spiraling out of control. Of course, you could use this as a teachable moment about your extreme dependence on the internet. But you're not going to do that, LOL. You're taking the easy way out and snagging some net. Here's how. What we need is a long wireless antenna. Hey, wait, what's that between your legs, Calculester? Or... we just need to lure the internet out into the woods. Quick, create some content. No, wireless antenna. Friend Red, do you mean the extremely long wireless antenna between my legs? No judgment, but why were you keeping an extremely long high-powered Wi-Fi antenna between your legs? I've been storing it for friend Damien. He said it was to hide evidence of a perfectly legal burglary/arson incident. That would one day double as an extremely delayed comedic payoff. It would seem that today is that day. Pick for the socials. Hashtag eggplant emoji. Hashtag wireless antenna emoji. But hey, it doesn't really matter what's between your legs. As long as it can get us internet so we can order pizza. Not what I was going to say, and not exactly a universal truth, but in this case, it works. It sure does. Milo's posts get you +2 charm, and the slice of pizza you share with Aravi and Hex gives you +1 fun. Thanks, Lord Hewlett Packard. Just that eggplant.
Do you like
Hey.
pancake?
Buff babes! Lady, you're chilling by the fire when you hear a terrifying, blood-curdling yet also slightly adorable sound. Lady Aquino of Hell and Countess Mishra's hysterical giggling.
Sup,
Oh, it's
loser?
rad. I guess you can hang out with us if you want. We're just finishing up our weekly Girl Talk session. Yeah, Girl Talk rules! And Countess Mishra and I have so much to talk about. The next topic on our Girl Talk agenda is healthy eating habits. Yeah, good topic. Usually I have a small breakfast, but I think the most important meal of the day is the one you consume right before the dungeon mini-boss fight. And obviously, you should only be eating top-notch ingredients. If you start consuming B-tier meals, you'll miss out on lots of potential stat buffs.
Cool Ranch
Shh,
Doritos.
you're the one missing out, Countess Mishra. Who cares if Doritos are D-tier items that technically lower your offense stats? They're a cheesy mouth explosion. It's so worth it. That's why I'm not very offensive. I eat Doritos all the time. I have no offense stats. I'm all defense. Ha! That reminds me of a really awesome dinner I had a few days ago. Did you guys know that lit grenades are actually really high in fiber? If you have a demon metabolism like me, you gotta make sure to get plenty of soluble and insoluble metals in your diet. That's why I eat a lot of airplanes. What? Oh, that makes sense. For me, I gotta keep a healthy balance between eating full meals and just regenerating using a flask potion. Potions are convenient, but you can't overdo it. For real, it's like me and battle wine. I love to have 2 or 3 casks after a victory, but if I drink too many, I'll be slightly less bright blue the next day. Lady Aquino of Hell, what do you think about that Whole 30 thing? You know, the one where you're supposed to kill a whole 30 enemies every day for exercise? I get why people do it, but it takes a bit of the fun out of murdering if you've got to do all that enemy counting all the time. You two are such food jocks. What about you, Red? If you're going to Girl Talk with us, you've got to give us the tea on your healthy eating skills. Quick, express an opinion on healthy eating habits. Impress one of these lethal hotties. Seize the moment, Red. 34 uncooked potatoes in the middle of a boss battle, or I eat my enemies for breakfast and for dinner and sometimes as a snack around 2 a.m. 34 uncooked potatoes in the middle of a boss battle. Whoa, I relate so hard. Some people are into calorie counting, but I'm into HP counting. I only eat foods with the highest health regeneration stats. And uncooked potatoes are the #1 best health recovery items. Dang, that's some valuable strategic info, Countess Mishra. I love Girl Talk. Just one question. Do the potatoes have to be uncooked? Yeah, they totally do. I've been begging Countess Mishra to make french fries or mashed potatoes or even just bake one potato, but she won't do it. Of course I won't. Cooking the potatoes takes valuable time that could be spent finding more raw potatoes. And I can't tell you how many times my butt has been saved by an uncooked potato. Like this one time I was battling against the Necro Wizard of Quanria. And the loser actually got me down to 10 remaining HP. I know, it's super embarrassing. No, it's understandable. His mist-based attacks are hecka cowardly. They just come out of nowhere. Well, anyway, my health was down and he was charging up his finisher power beam attack, and I just started pounding as many raw potatoes as I could in the middle of the battle. And I was getting hecka HP from those potatoes, but he got super confused and was all like, Aravi, why are you eating so much in the middle of this battle? And then he got all offended by it. He was like, I can't believe you. You're being so disrespectful to me right now. Blah, blah, blah. I cannot believe he said that. What a douchebag. He's the most finicky opponent ever. I know. And after all that, he finally was like, how the heck are you eating so many potatoes, Countess Mishra? The amount of potatoes you're eating is terrifying. I surrender. So fussy. Wow, what a satisfying victory. Countess Mishra, you are one fearsome warrior and one impressive potato consumer. Thanks, I know. Girl Talk is awesome because it's fun to just talk to people who get me. Like Most Dishonorable Hex and Lady Aquino of Hell. And especially you, Red. You know me pretty well, so, thanks. Countess Mishra is totally impressed with your boss battle dietary habits, and you two share a romantic dinner of uncooked potatoes later that night. So starchy. Bring out your flasks. Gamble. It's one. He knows a thing or two about getting wasted. Bueno, bueno. Look who's here. Experimenting. Yes, I will. The redacted. Oh my. The mystery box. No, I'm gonna redacted. Give me the redacted. Yeah, no, totally. I was testing your common sense. And you passed. Your prize is the drink you chose. The redacted has some weird, powerful properties that stop anyone from being capable of actually using its real name. I think by drinking it, you've absorbed some of its properties. So I guess you're redacted from now on. So mysterious.
Let's drink our sins away.
What does that even mean? This is the part where I leave before you puke all over me. Ciao. What did this even do?
I'll get it right.
I can't tell what this even did. Cool. Alright, let's go. We are approached by an NPC who has a quest for me. You can tell she's an NPC because she only says the same 4 things over and over and keeps doing the same idle animation. The NPC's quest is to deliver a very important scroll to her father. She makes it extremely clear that no one else is allowed to read it or terrible things will happen. You read it, of course. Turns out it's her father's secret recipe to the perfect peach cobbler. Looks like her dad is never going to make that famed dessert in time for the NPC family potluck because you eat the recipe scroll and gain +2 smarts. You meet up with Countess Mishra to go hunting. You figure it'll be a zany adventure full of hilarious mishaps, but... Done. Killed the deer in 1 shot. Dang, I'm good. Tight. Now we can go get burgers. What? No! Skinning, butchering, and dressing the deer carcass is the most important part of the hunt. It's where you get all the loot. Loot, loot, loot. Always with the loot. Aren't I enough loot for you? You're a cursed necklace that always wants burgers. Ooh, speaking of burgers, let's go get some. Countess Mishra does her best to ignore her curse's burger lust while she strings up the deer. You're beginning to worry there won't be any wacky opportunities to earn her affection. She nonchalantly skins the deer and cleans its hide. Ugh, why does she have to be so sexily competent at woodcraft? You know, I'm pretty competent at woodcraft. One might even say sexily competent. But there's one area where I feel like I could stand to improve. Ooh, maybe this is the opportunity you've been looking for. Countess Mishra deftly slices meat off the carcass and packages it for transport. Killing deer is easier than killing monsters. The XP is good, and the loot's not bad, but I haven't fully optimized the process. There's just so much of the deer that I don't use, you know? I wish I knew some creative ways to use the rest of the body. Ooh, I have an idea. I know what you could do. If your idea is go get burgers, I don't want to hear it. For your information, it was go get burgers wearing a pair of deer antlers, but go ahead, stifle my creativity. Thank you, I will. What about you, Redacted? My name is Redacted now!
Oh, you just noticed?
It changed my name! Any brilliant ideas? So many, but if you had to pick just one... the ethical, sustainable option. Plant the deer's kidneys to grow more deer? Or use its spine as the world's craziest crazy straw? I don't think that's how new deer are made, Redacted. Says the one whose best idea was eat burgers while cosplaying. Let's plant some kidneys! You don't have to be told twice. Planting kidneys is kind of your thing. In no time at all, you've buried the organs, watered, and fertilized them. Moments later, 2 slick, veiny deer paw their way out of the ground, fully grown. They look around wildly. Sick! Free kills! Countess Mishra shoots both deer dead, strings up their corpses, skins them, and buries their kidneys. Soon 4 bewildered deer have sprouted in their place. Ha! I'll teach you to get born. Take this! Countess Mishra kills all 4 deer and does the same to them. Holy crap, I'm getting so much XP. I've heard people talk about farming kills, but I had no idea they meant it so literally. Man, what a life hack! I haven't had this much fun since I found that infinite rare candy. Nothing can stop Countess Mishra's bloodlust now. The newborn deer gaze at you in horror as their short, terrifying lives come to an end one after another. You almost feel bad about this mass slaughter you've instigated, but hey, you're not trying to bang the deer. Most dishonorable Hex makes burgers from the remains, and you gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Heck yeah. Fun and charm. Fun and charm. Alright, last event.
I'll get it.
Last event! Through the woods! Ooh, edible roots to make a wilderness tea. You find lots of roots. Beetroot, ginger root, the square root of pie, the root of all evil. You brew it all together and it's the most delicious tea you've ever had. It's so rooted with knowledge that you gain +2 smarts. Afterwards, you meet up with Aravi and Hex. Ever since you received that mysterious scroll, you three have been on a long, arduous quest. You've solved countless puzzles, followed clue after clue, prepped your inventory, and now you're finally here, the secret location of the Ring of Sustenance. What the heck? It's just a big dumb wall. This isn't a bagel shop or a dungeon. I want a refund.
Adventure awaits.
Oh, that's not just a wall. Check out the weird markings. We gotta insert this scepter from the second puzzle, and there. That should do it. Suddenly, the ground below you starts shaking. The wall crumbles away and opens up a huge, dark cavern. You hear that telltale door-opening music cue. You also hear a deep, mysterious voice emanating from the cavern. Adventurers, if you seek the Ring of Sustenance, triumph over evil in this dungeon of bread. Yes! That's a mother effing dungeon! I told you so, ha! Ugh, you were right. There's no arguing with that music cue. Let's get this over with, Aravi. At least let me eat some bread demon flesh while we're in there. Y'all head into the Dungeon of Bread, and Aravi is absolutely crushing it. She solves 3 puzzles immediately and finds the dungeon map without taking any damage. Boo! Dungeon maps suck. Why would you need a map of the dungeon? What is this, school? Are you kidding me? The dungeon map is half the fun, and it gets even better when you get the compass. Aravi takes out the mini-boss in 3 hits and locks down the boss key. Soon you arrive at the boss chamber. It's quiet. Too quiet. This is going to be such a sick boss fight. Check out that huge lava pit in the middle of the room. Pretty dodgy if you ask me. I bet the boss is going to pop out of... Ah! Aravi was totally right. The dungeon boss leaps out of the huge pit of lava. It's a massive fire-breathing lizard. You pieces of crap come into my house, the dungeon boss roars. Fight me to the death! Yikes. You cower in the corner while Aravi battles the dungeon boss. She dodges its attack sequences and gets in a few parries, but her attacks don't seem to be working. Why isn't it taking any damage? This was a bread-based dungeon. I didn't expect a fire-type boss. My weapons aren't optimized for this. Holy crap, we're gonna die. I can't die! I have leftovers in the fridge waiting for me. Calm down. We need to figure out the dungeon boss's weakness. Everybody has a weakness, right? I can't believe I'm saying this, but Redacted, I need your help. You're gonna help Aravi, or you're going to literally die trying. Quick, what's the best way to figure out the dungeon boss's fatal weakness? Oh, let's see. Hack into its laptop and snoop through its search history until you find its weakness, or text its exes to ask if they'd be willing to spitefully share its weaknesses. Psychological warfare? Getting into the dungeon boss's messy past relationships? Dang, Redacted, you're kind of ruthless, huh? You whip out your phone. After a few minutes of internet stalking, you find the dungeon boss's Facebook profile. You check out its profile pictures. Looks like the boss used to date a warlock named Gerard. You sent Gerard a friend request and DM him, asking if he'll tell you the dungeon boss's weak points. Gerard texts you back right away. He says, I'll tell you everything. Dungeon boss was the worst boif of all time. Anything I can do to hurt that fire lizard, like he hurt me. Overall, the dungeon boss is way too defensive. It took months of steady, continuous, exclusive dating for him to lower his guard around me. I had to date the dungeon boss for a full year before he even showed me the weak point underneath his impenetrable scales. I'm still bitter about our breakup, to be quite honest. Barf, that sounds awful, but I never lost a boss fight, and I'm not going to start today. I'll do whatever it takes. Ravi, no, it's not worth it. Listen up, Lizardface, I'm your new girlfriend now, and I'm going to slowly and painstakingly win your trust through a loving and committed relationship. Ugh, are we seriously going to hang out in this freaking lava chamber for a year? Can't we just give up and watch TV, please? Let's begin with a series of casual dates, like, the movies or mini-golf. But if you're incapable of leaving this lava pit, I'll make us a romantic picnic. The dungeon boss roars and agrees to start dating Aravi. Dang it, you had a huge crush on Aravi, but this fire lizard is way cooler than you. You leave the dungeon, totally heartbroken. Aravi's gonna find that weak point and murder the crap out of that dungeon boss. But still, it hurts to see her in a serious relationship with someone that's not you. You didn't plunder any loot from the dungeon, but you did get some lava burns on your skull. You lose 3 smarts. Oh no. Ugh. The last day of summer is here. We'll try for it anyways. Try for it anyways.
One by one, they'll all join
You
my
finally
camp.
gather the courage to ask your beloved to watch the meteor shower with you. Wait, you want to be my summer fling? OMG. I mean, I guess so. But not because I actually like you or anything. That'd be ridiculous. I mean, if anything, I'm just going out with you so I can learn your weaknesses and plot to kill you. Yeah, I'm not emotionally vulnerable. I'm just using this as the perfect cover. It's a date. Oh my gosh! We went on a date! Oh, she let her hair down. The last day of camp was awesome. During the meteor shower, Aravi kept listing adventures you two could go on during the fall. It sounded like a lot of the stuff that could easily get you killed. But hey, it was implied she wanted for you to remain in contact for the time being. Friendship bracelet! You told yourself that continuing to see her was going to be the most exciting adventure of them all. Yes! We did it, guys! New special stuff. Ooh, we got a new special stuff? What new special stuff did we get? That was not a secret ending, because we did not succeed at the mini-boss thingy. But look at it all! Ugh. This feels like it should be a song. With all my friends around the campfire, so young and unafraid, and so ready to start. That does not work. Look at them! S'more. Feed s'mores to the tumor. I have no idea. Sudoku on his face! Also, why did that catfish have teeth? Aw, my love. Why would you take a picture of somebody's snot bubble? Gross. Tomoni Iko, take my hand. Ruffle Pig! And Ravenous Wolves. And Lost. Zombie Pizza? That was the bird watching. All the badges. Yeah. Scott, Evil Scott. Stu, Mike, Chio. I don't even know who half these people are. Rachel! The deer person. Yeah. Oh! Macaroni. Bear! Nuts! Ha 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 ha. Okay. Alternating. Boop. D-wolf. The wolf. Alright. Ooh, the screwdriver. It's literally just a screwdriver in a glass. That's pretty great. Ooh, Hexaland. The Hexaland. Interesting. The holy water. Ooh, let's see what our new stuff is, guys. Endings! We got a new ending! Oh, boop. Yay! Look, there's 3 of them! That is, yeah. Alright. That's it for our new characters. Oh yeah, we got the Fluffy. Where's Fluffy? Fluffy, Fluffy, Fluffy! Dominique. Heck yeah. Alright, new drinks. Normally tequila makes you make bad decisions, but this one raises all of your stats, so I guess it's fine. The Redacted. It's a drink so mysterious that nobody even knows its real name. By drinking it, I guess the same will become true of you. That's pretty great. Alright, items. Instant post camera. I am a camera. Camera. I am a camera. Do 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 do. There we go. Campfire songbook. There's the stats that it gives us. Sword of Row R, King of the Lions, is just bold. And the smallest violin. Special stuff. Nope, we did all of those. Let's see. A Wanderer's Tale and a delicious hat. There we go. Nobody's listening. Ah, Aravi's trusted friend. That's the new thing we got. Alrighty then. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Alright, that is it for this time. I'm gonna mess with the outfits again. And then we'll play again next time. Customize. I think we can take out the Victorian and the fairy tales now. Let's swap to Savage Seas. And don't I have another one? I do not. Cool, Savage Sea it'll be. Heck yeah. Alright, we'll see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.